In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. And at the heart of that eternal conflict are the Chaos Space Marines. Once noble warriors of the Imperium, these traitor legions were among the Emperor's finest until the Horus Heresy shattered their loyalty and cast them into damnation. Each Chaos Space Marine Legion has its own dark path, driven by the will of the Chaos Gods, personal ambition, or sheer hatred for the Imperium. From the psychotic excess of the Emperor's children to the cold, calculating plans of the Alpha Legion, every one of these corrupted warriors fights for their own sinister cause. Today, we're diving deep into all 9 traitor legions, who they are, what they became, and how they continue to threaten the Imperium in the 41st millennium. Let's start with one of the most infamous break time. Before we continue with the video and my further explanation about the lore Warhammer 40K legions, I want to ask for your help. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subs before the grim darkness future starts, so I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe and help me out, and let's win this battle together. Okay, let's continue. Once the shining exemplars of martial perfection, the Emperor's children were obsessed with achieving absolute greatness. Under their Primarch Fulgrim, they prided themselves on flawless warfare, beautiful craftsmanship, and unshakable discipline. But when they fell to Slaanesh, the chaos god of excess, their quest for perfection turned into an insatiable hunger for sensation. Every battle, every kill, every moment became an endless pursuit of pleasure, no matter how twisted. These warriors evolved into the infamous Noise Marines, wielding sonic weaponry that blasts enemies apart with deadly sound waves. Their armor is garish, their screams are deafening, and their minds are utterly broken by excess. They no longer fight for conquest or glory. They fight because it feels good. Rumors persist that Fulgrim has fully ascended into demonhood, watching over his depraved children from the warp, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Before we continue with the video and my further explanation about the lore Warhammer 40K legions, I want to ask for your help. I'm trying to reach 2,000 subs before the grim darkness future starts, so I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe and help me out, and let's win this battle together. Okay, let's continue. The Iron Warriors were once the Imperium's greatest siege specialists, masters of fortifications and attrition warfare, but resentment and bitterness festered in their hearts, as the Emperor favored other legions while using the Iron Warriors as expendable tools. Under Perturabo, they turned to chaos not for power or glory, but for revenge. Now, they fight not with honor, but with relentless mechanical efficiency. They are masters of siege warfare, laying waste to enemy strongholds with ruthless precision. Iron Warriors are known for their cold, logical brutality. They care nothing for personal glory or individual combat prowess, only for the slow, inevitable destruction of their enemies. They make heavy use of demon engines, monstrous mechanical constructs infused with warp energy, further enhancing their destructive potential. Their hatred for the Imperial Fists, their bitter rivals, still burns brightly, fueling their relentless campaigns against the Imperium. If the Iron Warriors are cold and logical, the Night Lords are sadistic and cruel. Born from the criminal underbelly of Nostromo, these warriors never fought for honor, only for fear. Their Primarch, Konrad Kurz, was a tortured visionary who saw only darkness in the future of mankind. Believing that terror was the only way to control the galaxy, the Night Lords became masters of psychological warfare. They don't just kill their enemies, they break them first. They flay the flesh from their victims, decorate battlefields with severed limbs, and let terrified survivors spread stories of their cruelty. They don't worship the chaos gods like other legions. They simply love causing suffering. Even after Kurz's death, The Night Lords remain a fractured but deadly force, striking from the shadows and ensuring that wherever they go, fear follows. The Butchers of Khorne, blood for the Blood God. The World Eaters were brutal long before they fell to chaos. Their Primarch, Angron, was a gladiator king, a warrior who knew only rage and slaughter. During the Great Crusade, Angron forced his legion to undergo cybernetic implantation of the Butcher's Nails, devices that eroded their sanity and drove them into unstoppable berserk rages. When Khorne, the chaos god of war and bloodshed, whispered to them, they gladly accepted. Now, they are berserk killers, charging into battle with chain axes, heedless of pain, fear, or strategy. They don't care about victory. They care about the slaughter. Their fleets are filled with Khorne berserkers, warriors who have lost all reason and exist solely to spill blood. They don't take prisoners, they don't negotiate, and they don't stop until there's no one left alive. Angron himself has ascended as a demon Primarch, leading his children in endless wars of carnage across the stars. The Death Guard were once proud warriors of resilience and endurance, capable of surviving the worst battlefields in the galaxy. But their fall to Nurgle, the chaos god of disease and decay, turned them into walking plagues. Led by Mortarion, these warriors have become undying monstrosities, their bodies bloated with disease but immune to pain. Their armor is rusted, their flesh is rotting, and yet they never die. No matter what wounds they suffer, they keep coming, laughing through the gurgling death rattle of their corrupted lungs. The Death Guard don't just kill their enemies, they infect them. Their presence alone is enough to rot away entire planets, transforming worlds into plague-infested nightmares where nothing pure can survive. Mortarion himself now rules from the Plague Planet, leading endless wars to spread Nurgle's gifts throughout the galaxy. Once devoted to knowledge and psychic mastery, the Thousand Sons were cursed by their own ambitions. Their Primarch, Magnus the Red, sought to save his legion from destruction, but instead, he doomed them all. Now, they are the servants of Tzeentch, the chaos god of change and sorcery. Their warriors are no longer men, but soulless, dust-filled husks, known as rubric marines, bound to their armor for eternity. Magnus, now a demon Primarch, commands them from the planet of the sorcerers, weaving plans that span centuries. They fight with arcane powers, twisting reality and raining warp energy upon their foes. But for all their might, the Thousand Sons are a cursed legion, their fate sealed by a single catastrophic mistake. Would you like me to continue writing the rest, or do you want any modifications so far? The Black Legion are not just another traitor warband. They are the deadliest force in the galaxy. Once known as the Sons of Horus, they were the chosen warriors of the War Master himself, leading the charge during the Horus Heresy. But when Horus fell, their legion collapsed into infighting, with rival warbands battling for control. Then came Abaddon the Despoiler, a former first captain of the Sons of Horus. Abaddon reforged the legion, purging the weak and declaring himself the true heir of chaos. He cast aside the name of his disgraced master and united the fractured warbands under the banner of the Black Legion. Unlike other Chaos Legions, the Black Legion is not dedicated to a single god. They worship chaos undivided, wielding the powers of all four dark gods to further their conquest. Under Abaddon's command, they have launched 13 devastating Black Crusades against the Imperium, seeking nothing less than the total annihilation of the Emperor's domain. Now, with the Arcs of Omen ushering in a new age of destruction, the Black Legion stands stronger than ever, ready to bring about the final war that will consume the galaxy. The first and most fanatical traitors. Before any other legion fell to chaos, the word-bearers were already worshipping the dark gods. Their Primarch, Lorgar, was a religious zealot, believing the Emperor was a god, until the Emperor rebuked him. Humiliated and enraged, Lorgar turned to chaos, spreading its corruption throughout the Imperium before the Horus Heresy even began. The word-bearers are not warriors in the traditional sense. They are missionaries, spreading the worship of the dark gods wherever they go. They don't conquer planets, they convert them into living altars of chaos. Their most feared leaders are the Dark Apostles, priests of chaos, who inspire cults, summon demonic hordes, and ensure that the chaos gods are worshipped through blood and sacrifice. They were the ones who first corrupted Horus, setting the galaxy on fire in their twisted crusade of heresy. Now, the word-bearers remain one of the most dangerous threats to the Imperium, ensuring that chaos never stops spreading. The Alpha Legion are the most mysterious of the Chaos Legions and perhaps the most dangerous. Unlike other traitors, they do not wage war through brute force, but through deception, sabotage, and infiltration. Led by their enigmatic twin Primarchs, Alpharius and Omegan, the Alpha Legion operates in a way that no other Chaos Force does. They don't wear the trappings of Chaos openly, and many of their warriors still operate deep within Imperial space, disguised as loyal Astartes or high-ranking officials. The most unsettling thing about the Alpha Legion is that no one knows their true motives. Some whispers claim that they don't serve Chaos at all, that their rebellion was part of a greater plan to ultimately destroy Chaos from within. Others believe they are double or even triple agents, manipulating both the Imperium and the Ruinous Powers for their own unknown agenda. One thing is certain: if the Alpha Legion is involved, nothing is as it seems. Conclusion: the Chaos Space Marine Legions are more than just villains. They are the dark reflection of the Imperium, each representing a different facet of war, corruption, and destruction. The Emperor's children pursue excess until they become monsters. The World Eaters have forsaken all reason for bloodshed. The Death Guard spread unholy plagues that consume entire worlds. The Thousand Sons sought knowledge, only to be cursed for eternity. The Word-Bearers are devoted fanatics, ensuring chaos is worshipped across the stars. Then there are the Warlords, the Iron Warriors, the Night Lords, and the Alpha Legion, who use strategy, fear, and deception to carve their own dark legacy. And standing above them all is the Black Legion, leading chaos in an unending war against the Imperium. As the 41st millennium comes to an end, the traitor legions grow stronger. The dark gods laugh, because no matter how hard the Imperium fights, chaos is eternal.